Hello everyone, my name is Mike and this is Matrix to Paradise. I created this channel to document my journey from the Matrix, which was a truck driving job for me, to my personal paradise, which is traveling overseas and documenting it on YouTube. I am currently in Siem Reap, Cambodia, and I couldn't be happier with life. It is just outstanding in this town. First of all, I'm sorry I haven't put out a video in a couple weeks. I was sick with a cold for about a half of that, and just coughing and not feeling like doing anything. So I got over that. It's not a big deal. It's just a regular cold, and now I'm back and getting my routine straight again. But it was just a nasty cold, and I'm over it, thank God. Anyway, besides that, my health is excellent, as far as I can tell. I've been eating better over here. I mean, you get actual organic food here, not like the fake organic back west, in the West. I mean, really, when you buy food here, it literally comes, even if you go to a restaurant, it literally comes farm to table. I mean, it's you can see them bringing in the eggs from these people that grow them out in the sticks out there with the chickens out there. You can see them bring in the fresh fruits and the fresh vegetables and all that to put in your food. I mean, they bring it in. There's vendors that come by that are farmers and they sell it. These coconut guys come by and sell coconuts to them, and mangoes and papayas and everything else. It's literally farm to table country, and it's amazing. It really is amazing. I can feel it in how I feel physically. I don't eat truck stop food anymore. I eat like really good food, and therefore I have lost a little bit of weight. I'm working on that because I have a leg problem that my hip and my knee are screwed up somehow. And I think losing more weight, taking pressure off them, obviously, is going to help that. And then I can start working out again more often, because I tried to start working out when I was first here, and my leg just kept flaring up bad. So the issue with that, I think, was when I was sitting in the truck for so long, it started causing issues with my joints and, everything. So thankfully, I'm not sitting for 10 hours a day, and I can start moving around and walking and doing more of that. And my body is improving because of that. Just losing some more weight is going to help a lot. I mean, a lot. So that's working out good. What else? Also, it's been rainy season here, and it's been raining like crazy here. So every day it'll rain at least once. It'll rain. It'll start coming down raining. And we're supposed to get into dry season here soon, but it's been raining like crazy, and it's created like mud puddles all over the place. You got to watch out where you're driving your motorbike in those mud puddles, because you don't know what the hell's underneath there. And on my road, at least, it wasn't too bad because it was paved for most of the way. And then a crew came in, and they're putting in drainage on this road, on my road out on the street out in front of my apartment here. They're putting in drainage out there. I'll show you a video of it. And so they tore up a big section of the road, a big line of the road right in front of the apartment complex. Right in front of the exit, the entrance to the apartment complex. So there's a big it's just a big mud mess out there, right there. Hopefully they come back and pave it again, but it's not paved right now. It's just got dirt in it, and it's just a mess. So at least they're trying to improve the drainage here, because it's true, like when it rains here, it really rains, and you'll get like these mud puddles on the road that are like lakes. And thankfully, most of town where I drive, downtown and all that, they've got drainage there, and it doesn't flood, like the street and have all kinds of lakes and mud puddles out there, so it drains. And I can tell that they're actually going out in the rest of the city, like out in the rural areas where I'm at, like not rural, but residential areas, and they're improving drainage all over town. So it's that's wonderful. So, but the process of getting there is a pain in the neck, because they leave, the entrance to our apartment complex is nasty and muddy, and it's just crazy. They got boards out there, like plywood out there, so you can ride over the mud puddle, and I mean literally mud. It's like mud out there. So, driving a motorcycle in mud is not fun, because the back end can slip out and you go down and you become part of the mud. And I don't want to become part of the mud. I really don't. And I don't want to get knocked over on my motorbike, because when you get hurt, like with something like that when you're 20, it's not that bad. You shake it off, rub some dirt on it, all right. But when you're 57, it hurts a lot more, and it takes like 6 weeks to freaking heal. And it's just a pain in the neck. So, very annoying thing about getting older is it takes everything forever to heal up. It's like, stop it and heal up already. But it doesn't. Not like it used to. Anyway, so got that out of the way. So I haven't made a video in a few weeks, and I had a cold, and there's been some stuff going on. But everything is wonderful here. I mean, these little things that happen are nothing. They're to the overall peace and happiness I have here. None of that could dent any of that. This is the best decision I've made in my entire life. I'm almost kicking myself that I didn't do this years earlier, and find some way to do it. But I don't think it was possible monetarily, but I wish I could have done it earlier. It's not just being able to not have to go to work, or, be retired or whatever. A lot of people don't like retirement because you get bored, but I don't get bored. I find stuff to do. I'm talkative. I'll go down and sit at my favorite restaurant and talk to expats down there, other foreigners, or talk to the staff, or talk to people walking by. It's fun. I have a good time. But anyway, the overall vibe here is like no other. I don't know how to explain it, and I probably can't explain it properly. It's, when you say people are friendly somewhere, you go to Alabama and people are friendly there, but, or you could go to California and, the clerk in the store could be very friendly to you, but there's a different vibe in each of those places, Well, that's the same thing here. The vibe here is, I don't know what it is, but it's so good. It's so wholesome. It's like, it's genuine. You don't have, I don't know, you don't have crime here. I mean, I have not seen one act of crime here. They don't get, Asians, Southeast Asians, and in particular, don't really like conflict, for one thing. They stay away from conflict. They want to always save face, so they won't make themselves look crazy out in public, because they don't want to shame their family, and they don't want to shame themselves, because everybody will talk about them. So you won't see much conflict going on. And you don't see Khmer people getting smashed, hammered, drunk either. I mean, I'm sure they do at their house. And you know, wherever they're partying with friends or whatever, but you won't see it in public. I mean, you really don't. It's not like Americans stumbling out of a bar or something. You won't see Khmer people doing that. So that they have an overall vibe of just peace and calm and happiness. Yeah, I'm serious. It's really the truth. It seems like some kind of place, you know, out of a fairy book story tale, you know, but it truly is. It's truly peaceful, and the overall vibe here is, I've never seen it anywhere else. I've been to a lot of different places, but I've never seen this kind of vibe, and I can't really explain it. It's weird. The city is perfectly the size that you want. It's not too big, but it's not too small either. I've been to Phnom Penh, which is the capital city in this country, which is much, much bigger than Siem Reap. And although the people were friendly there, and it's this, you know, it's the same kind of people, the vibe is different because it's so huge and there's so much going on and there's so much traffic, and it's a different vibe there. But here, it's sort of like this rural, but city, but not kind of vibe. It's just, I don't know how to put it. And the people here just seem really happy and really happy that you're here. They're happy that we came to spend, you know, the last years of our lives in their country. And I'm like, what? I said, I am happy that you allow me to be a guest in your country, to come here and enjoy this wonderful place. And they don't understand. They don't understand why why I'm saying that. So I just tell them, if you talk to any person who's been here for more than a couple of months, you know, a lot of people come here and they come in for a week and they leave, or come in for 2 weeks and they leave. But if you talk to somebody who actually lives here and deals with Khmer people on a regular basis, you're gonna have them say the same thing that I'm saying. And it's very hard to explain to somebody who's not been here. It's one of those things where, you know, you have to see it to understand it, kind of thing. I don't know how to explain it in words. It's just very welcoming. It seems, I don't know, it just seems like home, you know, type thing. It seems like where everybody's welcoming, where you see a grandma and she'll smile at you. You'll see kids and they'll wave at you when they're driving by in the motos, you know. It's just everything is just compounds into this happiness here that even, you know, it doesn't matter if they're poor or rich or whatever. Everybody's just in a happy mood here, and it just makes you happy, you know. And of course, they are people just like anybody else, and they have their problems and they have their issues and all that. But they never show it unless you really, really ask. If you know them very well, because you've been to, like I know pretty much the staff of the one restaurant I spent a lot of time at, a little Mexican restaurant. By the way, any restaurants in Cambodia are restaurants, but they're also cafes. They're also bars. You know, you can get pretty much anything at every restaurant. You know, like Viva restaurant where I go to is a Mexican restaurant. I don't know why I like that restaurant, but I just do, because the staff is so cool there, and that's the first place I ended up, and I just fell in love with it. Anyway, so going there, I can go there and get breakfast in the morning. And I'm not talking Mexican breakfast, but like bacon and eggs and that kind of thing. And if you want beer, you can get beer anytime there. There's none of this, you know, no beer or no alcohol stuff. You can get whatever you want. I mean, these margaritas are the big thing because it's a Mexican restaurant, but you can get beer there. You can get whatever you want. They sell cigarettes there. They for people that want to smoke there. It's an open air kind of place, which is really cool. What else? Oh, they have their own coffee, you know, like like espresso machine, like a huge one, and they make excellent coffee there. So you can get a big, Americano with, it's like an espresso with water, with a hot water put in it, so you don't, it's not so harsh, but and get a regular cup of coffee. But every one of them every restaurant in town has that, and they have all the other stuff that you want. They have on Viva's menu, they have all the Mexican food, and in the back they have Khmer food, Cambodian food that Khmer people eat. So they have it all in there. And it's just, they have ice cream there, they have whatever you want. It's incredible how they do that. But every restaurant does that. Every one of them that I've been to. Every cafe doesn't sell necessarily food, but they will sell cigarettes and soda pop and water and all that stuff. In fact, the juice place that a friend of mine and I go to once in a while, they press fresh juice. I mean, I'm talking like a watermelon. They grab the watermelon, they press it, and give you a glass of watermelon juice. It's awesome. It's really good, and it's very cheap. And they make hamburgers and stuff there, and sandwiches and all kinds of stuff. And you can get coffee. I think you can get coffee there. Yes, you can get coffee there. They have an espresso machine. I just remembered. And it's just this little juice shack, pretty much. But they turned a small spot on a building, very small, into a restaurant. It's pretty cool. Anyway, so every restaurant gives you everything. So it's really cool that way. Now there are some different places like sports. There are sports restaurants that you can go watch sports games and stuff at that might not sell coffee. They might sell coffee though, I'm not sure. But they'll do the same thing. But not every restaurant has TVs for sports set up. So you might have to go to some other place to watch sports. But this town is very welcoming, and it's very happy. Like I'm saying, it's very happy here. I can't explain it any more than that. You have to come here to see it and believe it. And it's just one of those things where it's a mix of difference from the West, but exotic to be interesting, and everybody's happy. Everybody's in a good mood, and it's all the time. If you wave at somebody, they'll wave back at you. If you smile at somebody, they'll smile back at you. The little kids are fun. When I see little kids going by on the back of motorcycles with their parents or with their sisters or brothers, or whatever, you wave at them and they'll wave back at you and smile at you. It's just fun. It's hilarious. And I don't know, I just have a good time with all this here. I really do. It's a great place. And I wouldn't want to put down roots anywhere else in the world other than the United States. But the United States, I can't be there because it's too damn expensive. But this is an excellent place. If anybody ever feels like retiring somewhere for cheap, and that's another beautiful aspect of this place, for very cheap. I pay less than $200 for housing and electricity and everything, under $200. So if you want to live someplace cheap, comfortable, and where the people are welcoming and happy, come to Cambodia. Come to Siem Reap, Cambodia. You will not be disappointed. And and we're only a couple miles away to the north up here, away from Angkor Wat, Angkor Thom, all these UNESCO World Heritage sites that are, absolutely wonderful. You go out there and you can see the majestic, how they built these these monuments, these these temples. It's amazing how they built them back in the day, and how, I mean, it's amazing that they got that accomplished. But it's just majestic looking. It's otherworldly looking. It's crazy. But we live only a couple miles away from that, so you cannot beat this place. There's a few other YouTubers who have channels here in Siem Reap. There's Dave Dave Does Cambodia. Dave Does Cambodia is the channel, and Dave is a great guy. I've met him a bunch of times, and he's a great guy. He does an excellent channel here. Kelly from Autumn Asia, another excellent guy. Met him too. Has an excellent channel. I mean, both these guys have information that you vitally need when you come to Cambodia. They've been here for years doing this and have all the inside knowledge that you could possibly want. It's awesome. Another great channel here is Jeremy and Claire from For Real, F-O-R, and then another word, R-I-E-L. It's a play on the currency here is called the Real, R-I-E-L. So they're being for real. Anyway, they do an excellent channel too. I haven't met them yet, but they have an excellent channel with, she breaks down a lot of the information very well, especially cost of living stuff, which I need to do a cost of living thing too, a video for that. That reminds me. But she does an excellent cost of living breakdowns for here in Siem Reap, and she does an excellent job of it. They actually put the numbers on the screen, show you the different prices of what it would be for 2 people, 1 person, or the lowest possible, living expenses that you could live under. And it's great. Their channel is excellent too, and hopefully one day I'll meet them and be able to pick their brains for their knowledge too. But anyway, I just thought I'd check back in with you guys. Sorry I haven't put out a video in a while. I'm doing fine. I was just sick for about a week and a half, so bear with me. I'll take some more videos. I'll do some more things. And I'll get back to you soon. So everybody take care, have a good day, and I will talk to you later. Bye. Quite the rainstorm today. It's been raining hard for about 20 minutes. But I like it. It cools everything down. It's very nice out here. Okay guys, here we go. This is the front of my apartment complex. And I've got it dug up right here with dirt and mud. There's like pieces of plywood in there. I think there's another one buried in there, but it's really muddy. And driving a bike through here is kind of a pain in the neck. But over there, it's dry. So if you can make it through this, you're good to go for the rest of the way. Anyway, I thought I'd let you guys see it. There's part of the equipment they're putting in. The barrier thing that they put in the hole so they can keep it open. But they should be done soon, they say. Anyway, take care guys. Bye now.